So just from looking at this, the shadows do look chalky for sure. I don't know what, I expect. This one, I think, actually, this one might have been $12, and I think the brush set was like $8 or $9. So yeah, we're dealing with a $12 eyeshadow palette.
Drop top Porsche, rolling on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat, got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands.
My goal is not to see if I can compare this to any high-end makeup, because you can't. Okay, you just can't. My goal here is really to see if I can create something beautiful and something desirable with a cheaper palette, so that if you are not able to get these super expensive high-end palettes, you have another option. So we are going to see what we can do here. This is going to be fun. I'm not going to be using this palette at all. I just have it here because there's a mirror in it. I'm excited, but I'm scared because I don't know what I'm going to create and I don't want to be embarrassed. But I'm going to start by priming my eyelids as usual with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Bisque Brown. Okay, so now that that's relatively smooth, I'm going to go into the white shade on the palette. I've never set my primer with like pure white before. It's usually like ivory or eggshell or something like that, but I'm just going to put that on there to set it. I'm not sure that I feel like anything happened, but yeah, I don't know. Can you guys see anything on the brush? This is fun. I love this. But no, like I said, this is not to compare it to any high-end brands. We know it's not going to compare. This is just to see, like, hey, can you buy this palette for super duper cheap and make some good looks with it? Now, I might be the worst person in the world to be doing this because I've never done colorful looks before. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. Okay, so here's the fun part. And honestly, guys, here's a secret for you. I'm not even like a pro when it comes to makeup. Like, I'm not. I have mastered a few things and I stick to those things, and I don't venture out. So this is going to be really interesting for me. So I think I have an idea of the type of look that I'm going to go for. I have never even thought along these lines before, so this is so new to me. Hold on, let me straighten this out. But I'm thinking just sort of a gradient, light green to dark purple. So light green, medium green, blue, dark purple. But I'm so scared because I've never done this before and I don't want to end up looking like this. So here we go. The only thing that I would say, my critique for now, is just that it's a limited shade range, but again, 12 bucks. Like, I would like to have a green that's a little bit lighter than this one, kind of more lime green, and I would like to have a yellow that's a little lighter than that one as well. But, oh guys, I don't even know where to start. I've never done anything like this before. I think I'm going to do... Oh, I'm so scared. Do these shades have names? I don't know. I'm going to start in this green over here. This has a weird smell. Okay, so I picked up a decent amount of product, I think, which I'm kind of scared of, actually. So I'm going to tap it off. It's super powdery. Like, when I did that, it was like this wave of powder that, like, went away. Okay, guys, after I do this, there's no going back. Oh! My eyelid is green. I have never had green eyeshadow on ever in my life. This is like such a new world for me. So this is actually spreading a lot more than I thought it would. I thought I had very little product on my brush. But that does not appear to be the case. Now I'm noticing it's a little chalky. I don't know though if that's due to the eyeshadow. It very well could be the primer as well, but let's just go. Wow, so much product. I don't know why. So in this portion of the video, I'm really just going through and working with that green color. So my observations thus far are that the shadow was hard to distribute and hard to kind of even out. It was going on a little patchy and chalky. but I really do think that might have been in part due to the primer. I think if I use these cheaper shadows, I shouldn't use the cheap shadow to set my primer. So I think I might actually try another video where I set my primer with like a Morphe shadow and then try to come in with the cheaper shadows and see how they perform then. But I was able to get the green to kind of spread into the other portion of my eye, so that was good. It's doable. It's not impossible to make this eyeshadow work. In reviewing the brushes, I would say that they're just a little bit stiffer than I'm used to. That doesn't make it a bad thing. It's just like, for example, with a Morphe brush, it's just so fluffy. And this one, there's a little bit of resistance when I do that same motion. So, but it's not terrible. All right, so I'm going to go into my blue now. This is really scaring me. I'm going to get this one down here. This is supposed to be a shimmer shade. Heavy fallout for sure, so I'm going to put it horizontal. Again, you see all that dust falling, and then it pretty much, all the product fell off. This is the point from which we cannot return. So I'm going to start over here, freak, and see if I can move it inward, instead of starting right at the edge of the green. You know what I'm saying? See. So now I'm going to go back in with this brush that has the green on it and see if I can just smooth that over. So now, on the edges is where I'm going to put the darker purple, but I'm still, I don't know, I'm still kind of wanting to darken up the blue, but maybe the purple will do it. Maybe bringing in the purple will do it. So I'm going to use this brush that still has the blue on it, actually. And I'm so tempted to use my purple in this palette, but I'm not going to. I think I'm going to choose this sort of dark violet purple. And if this doesn't do what I'm looking for, I might incorporate a little bit of this darker blue here. But let's start here. And so yeah, I want to use the brush that has some of the blue on it to try to help with just the blending process. So again, a lot of fallout, a lot of dust, a lot of excess product. And here we go, guys. The point of no return. So I'm trying to stay on the edge here and be very precise with my placement. Y'all, I already know this looks crazy right now. Remember, eyeshadow is a blending game. That's what it's all about, okay? So just give me time. I'm gonna blend that bad boy out, okay? So it's blended now, but as you can see, again, it did get rid of some of my green over here. So I need to go back in with my green and my blue, actually. And then once you're satisfied with an individual eye, you need to make sure that your eyes match. Okay, so I think I'm satisfied with what I have. I am going to go put on some lashes and some eyeliner. I'm not doing foundation and all that because I'm tired and it's late, but I just want you guys to be able to appreciate the eyes for, you know, in their entirety. So okay guys, here we are a million years later, and I think I might have switched around the phone, so I hope it doesn't look weird, but this is the finished product. I was struggling a lot with the lashes, so don't judge me please, as well as with the liner because I suck at winged liner. But what are my thoughts? My thoughts are that, well, actually, let me just say off the bat, if you were looking for a palette that has some colors in it that you can use to experiment with, and you're not trying to pay like $40, $50, I would recommend this one. I would. And the reason why is because, as you can see, I was able to get the colors on. They are buildable. I'm not a super bold person, so I didn't even put it on in super bold layers. But as you can see, it is visible, and I did get that kind of gradient effect, and I had to work a little bit harder, but I was able to blend in the eyeshadows. So would I ever compare this to a Huda Beauty, I don't know, Too Faced, like any other like super high-end, super high-quality products? No, I would not. Ever. But if you were to ask me, hey, can I use these products to create a more colorful look? I would say yes. I will definitely be using these again. I'll be experimenting some more just with some colors. But overall, I'm happy that I bought them and I don't feel like I wasted my money. The brushes were fine. Like, there was nothing super exciting about them or super useful about them. I didn't expect for there to be anything amazing about them. But again, if you're just looking for some brushes to practice around with, these will work just fine for you. I would say they are worth the money. Like, you get what you pay for. But these are not at all bad products or products that are going to make it hard for you to do your makeup or anything like that. Of the brushes that I used, and I'll show you what I used. Just these three, I think. So 2 of the sort of shader blending brushes, and then this brush here to put some of the shadow on my waterline. So all in all, yeah, I'm satisfied. I like the way it looks. And if you guys are thinking about buying this product and you just want to know, is it going to be a total waste of money, then I can definitely tell you it'll be worth it. So if there's anything else you guys would like to see, any other product reviews you would like, go ahead and let me know down below, and I will be happy to do that for you guys. Okay,